Hi, everyone. So I am back home after, unfortunately, not getting a lottery ticket into the David preliminary hearing today, after I have been there for all the other hearings. So I figured I'm going to just get you some updates as they're coming in. They should also be taking a lunch break soon. But we have an article from the Rolling Stone that I'm going to read out because they have some details in here about what is going on in the courtroom today. We're getting information that the witnesses on the stand right now have been people from the West Hollywood Sheriff's Department. And when they went to go visit David at that first smaller home in West Hollywood to see if Celeste was there. So in the Rolling Stone article, they are saying that David showed no emotion Tuesday as he stared at the gruesome photos of the severely decomposed remains of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez found in the front trunk of his Tesla last year. The photos were shared on a large screen in the Los Angeles courtroom during the preliminary hearing in his murder case today. It showed a massive trigger warning because it's going to get into the details about what they saw and Celeste's body. So please, this is intense. Okay, please scroll away if you do not want to hear this. They showed Celeste's limbless torso in one black plastic bag and her dismembered arms and legs in another. A photo of her knee showed flecks of blue plastic from the inflatable pool prosecutors claim Burke used while dismembering Rivas's body. A close-up of her left hand showed that her ring and pinky fingers had been cut off. Another photo showed a tattoo of the word "shh" on her right index finger. Rivas's mother, Mercedes Martinez, silently bowed. So both of her parents did go to the case today. It says Rivas's mother, Mercedes Martinez, silently bowed her head and averted her eyes as she sat in the front row of the gallery. The teen's father, Jesus Rivas, looked at the screen with a mournful expression and repeatedly checked on his wife. I can't imagine having to see that as a parent. It says Burke, wearing an orange jail uniform and black-rimmed glasses, often black. He has not worn glasses at all. Just, sorry, my commentary, this entire time in any of the hearings, which makes me wonder if that is just a look he's going for. Sometimes people do that in court to make it seem, I don't know, it's an appearance thing, right? Like smart or different. So I'm confused why he suddenly has glasses on. He never has this whole time. It said he often leans forward in his seat, propping his elbows on the table and resting his chin in his hand. So they did allow his hands to be free for this. I believe they kept his shackles on the feet, but his hands were free. It says as well in this Rolling Stone article, let's see. It says when Deputy District Attorney Beth Silverman asked LAP Detective Joshua Byers if investigators were able to make out facial features on the victim's face. So when they discovered her, he said he could not, quote, there was quite a bit of decomposition. The skin slippage made it unrecognizable, he said. The prosecutors claim that Burke first met Rivas online in January 2022 when she was 11 years old. They allege that he started a sexual relationship with her in November of 2023 when she was a 13-year-old student in the 7th grade, and he was an 18-year-old musician with a record deal. He was arrested, obviously, on April 16th. Let me see what else this article says. Earlier in the hearing, it says that Beth Silverman played 10 minutes of the body-worn camera showing Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies visiting Burke at a West Hollywood residence on February 17th, 2024, a few days after Rivas's parents first reported her missing from their home in Lake Elsinore. Riverside County Sheriff's investigators had found Burke's numbers in Rivas's phone records, informed him of her age, and warned him he would get a visit, prosecutors claimed. Quote, just so you know, there's alcohol in the fridge, Burke said in the video after he welcomed the LA County Sheriff's deputies into the house that night. He told the deputies that he'd met Rivas on Discord and Instagram, saw her once in person on November 12th, 2023, and last communicated with her on February 13th. He said that she wasn't at the house. Quote, she told me she was 18, he told investigators on the video. Quote, everyone's saying she's 13. Burke showed the deputies the missing persons flyer that Revis's family has posted online. He had it on his phone and held it up for one of the deputies to take his own photo. He also showed the deputies Revis's 6th grade yearbook photo from her middle school in Lake Elsinore. In the photo, she's wearing a top with the Batman insignia. Now, a little more on the shackling. In the Rolling Stone article, they said Judge Almeida ruled Tuesday that Burke could be uncuffed, but his waist shackle had to be attached to his chair. Quote, "It's just to ensure that Mr. Burke stays in his seat. He will not be able to get up from his chair or have any free access to roam around the courtroom," end quote, the judge ruled. Other than that, his hands are free. He will have full use of his hands. Now, moving on to a New York Post article that's giving some details as to what is going on. It does, again, address that Celeste's parents were watching everything. And again, they displayed everything in court already today regarding the images of her decapitated and mutilated corpse in front of the whole courtroom, and her parents were watching that. It says that the devastated couple was later spotted crying in the hall of the courthouse after viewing their daughter's severed limbs, head, torso, and fingers that were allegedly found in the trunk of David's Tesla. An LAPD homicide detective provided disturbing details while testifying about finding Revis's body. Quote, "There were maggots, there were flies," recalled Detective Joshua Byers. "I don't know how to describe the other liquid matter." They said that they showed several photos of her dismembered body. The Byers detective also said the trunk was open and there was a partially unzipped body bag with torso and head, missing extremities at the time. It says that Celeste's parents sat only feet away from David as the evidence was displayed. Now, moving into some information that was posted by Lauren Conlon, she says she got a lottery ticket actually to go in as well today. She said that she will be posting a full video update at lunch with everything, but here's some of the biggest moments. And Lauren has reported the following. Again, they've talked about discovering the remains in the Tesla. She says that she had a hard time looking at the photographs and exhibits shown in court today, as did several other reporters. David, however, never appeared to look away. He kept his eyes fixed on the screen for the entire presentation. Let's see. They also, we covered that, kind of the other things, trying to see if there's anything else new from these other articles that we just read. Again, he's claiming that, when they went to that home to see if she was there, that he only met her once in person and said believed that she was 18 years old because she told me she was 18. And it appears that he said that right away when they came into the home, she told me she was 18. Let's see. Now I'm just seeing a tweet from Steve Fisher. I did see he was there. He didn't get a lottery ticket, but somebody else was reporting that maybe he did get in. So I'm unsure of that, but he just put out a tweet that says, "While in the lobby of the courtroom at the David prelim hearing, the attorney for Celeste's family approached me. We were having a conversation, and the deputy DA, Beth Silverman, physically pulled him away from me and told him in front of everyone, 'You're not allowed to talk to him.' This is the same DA that tried to punish me in a secret court hearing by giving me a handwritten note to appear in court for a case that had no case number. Since when can a DA dictate with who a private practice attorney can and can't talk to? What is she so concerned about?" That is interesting. So he just posted that. Let's see what else we have. Those are some of the quick updates that I want to just get out. So I have that going, and I'm going to look for more. I might go live on, I don't know if it's going to be on TikTok or YouTube, as we get this coverage coming in so that I can share.